Hey there, Chadi, Bazzi here, and welcome to another episode of the Top Listing Agent Show. We are going to continue the conversation today on how to recession-proof your real estate business. If you haven't already done so, go back and listen to part number 1, part number 2, because today is part number 3. In part number 1, we dive very deeply in having a conversation about how your why you can withstand any market condition has to be stronger than why you cannot. In part number 2, we focused more on diversifying your lead generation. So you got a little bit coming from here, a little bit coming from there. So that way, it doesn't matter which one slows down, the other ones are still pumping leads to you continuously. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit deeper on this conversation. And quite honestly, I mean, we could have a part 4 and a part 5, but we're going to stop at part number 3 because what I've decided to do is just go over the most important elements with you. So diving into that, the first thing that I am telling my clients right now, besides what we've already talked about, is the following. Usually when markets begin to decline, a lot of agents, what they begin to do is they begin to decrease the amount of money that they are putting into their marketing. So a key distinction and a very valid and powerful preparation point right now would be as follows. Every single commission that you collect from now until the market does shift in your marketplace, you need to take a certain percentage on top of however you've been budgeting and planning and living and all that, good stuff. What I want you to do is I want you to take a little portion of every single check while the market is still hot right now. Put that money in a shoebox, put it in, under your mattress, in your pillow, put that money away. So when it's time to level up our marketing, when everybody is stopping their marketing, we have way less competition in terms of marketing, you are ready to go full force. You've been prepared for that. So basically the third plan, we talked about the me plan, we talk about the business plan, and then we talk about the money plan. The money plan is very simple. Start accumulating money to put aside right now for marketing. So when it's time to go full force, you don't have to be like everybody saying, oh my God, I need to cut back. You already got the money set aside for that. 2 more points on that. 1, reduce debt. Reduce whatever debt you have right now as much as you possibly can. Reduce your expenses. I'm not trying to put the fear in you or anything like that. What I'm talking about is the mindless spending that people do on a daily basis for this little thing called instant gratification. You probably have a bunch of subscriptions that you don't use. Just take a look at what you have and try to cut out a little bit here and a little bit there. And the final point around money is increase your credit. Increase your credit, because here's what we know. During down times, when somebody needs the credit, if they need the credit, and hopefully you are not a person that's going to need the credit, it's hard to get the credit when you need it. But when you don't need it, everybody will give it to you. So now let's go very, very deep. So what I want you to start thinking about right now is expanding your market reach. Expanding. How do we recession-proof our business? Expand your market reach. Okay, you don't have to expand it by an extra hour drive or anything like that. What if you just expanded your market reach right now by just 5 radius miles? 5 radius miles. In most marketplaces, it's an extra 5, 10, 15-minute drive. It's not a big deal. We just have a more pool of people to reach. I would highly recommend that you do that. So number 1, expand your market reach. Number 2, invest more time in content marketing. Invest more time now in content marketing. As a matter of fact, I'll give you an example. By the time I'm recording this episode right now, we haven't even released part 1 and part 2 of the podcast. We are always at least multi-weeks ahead in terms of our content creation. Like, I could disappear right now for an entire month and you won't even know that I've disappeared for an entire month, because I have at least 1 month worth of video content, etc., that's already created and I could post every single day. So I want you to invest more time in content marketing right now. So let's talk about this. Start thinking ahead. What are the topics of conversations that are going to be when the market does shift? And start preparing content for that right now. Okay. Some people are going to be like, how do I save my home? How do I do maybe a loan modification? I don't know. But what I would be doing is I would be documenting all the questions that all my buyers are asking me, all the questions that all my sellers are asking me. And the answer to every single question is a piece of marketing content. Hey, what are the top 10 most frequently asked questions by buyers? 10 most frequently asked questions by sellers. What questions should sellers be asking me that they're not asking me? What questions should buyers be asking me that they're not asking me? And start creating content around that. And then the next thing in regards to content marketing, what I want you to do is I want you to steal like an artist. Steal like an artist, meaning there's somebody, doesn't have to be in your marketplace, someone from outside of your marketplace, somebody that you follow online, okay, that's already, doing all the thinking and they're creating great content. Take a look at their content. And then ask yourself the question, how can I deliver this in my own words? And just recreate that content in your own words. Only if you deem that content to be very valuable to your buyers and your sellers in your specific marketplace and niche, etc. So we're going to double down on marketing, spend more time in content marketing. The next thing is I want you to start paying attention to the numbers in your business. Most people don't pay attention to the numbers in their business. I need you to start looking at the numbers in your business. So I'll give you an example. This is what we call like KPIs. What are the key indicators that move the business in a specific direction? Like some of the people that are like phone based that I work with, we're like, okay, how many contacts are you averaging per hour? I mean, we want to know. We're like, okay, how many contacts to an appointment? Okay, well, how many appointments to a contract sign? How much money are you making per contact? How much money are you making per appointment? How much money are you making per listing? You get the point. Okay. We're looking at the numbers because the numbers are telling you exactly what areas of your business you need to be working on. And the better you understand your numbers, then the better you understand your business and the better decisions you make to continue to move your business forward. Final point. And the final point, if you want to recession-proof your business, actually this, out of all the points that I've shared with you, I would say this is the second most important point. And that is communication mastery. Communication mastery. You need to learn the art and science of how to deliver presentations, how to communicate in a way that just gets people to do exactly what you want them to do. See, here's what will happen when the market does shift. The regular agent, the average agent, those are the people that are going to be doing less real estate. Those are the people that are going to exit the business. And when they exit the business, who's left in the business? The people that are left in the business are the people that have the strongest skill set. So all of a sudden, you're no longer competing with just anybody that doesn't have skills. You're competing with the people that have the absolute best skills in the marketplace. So you better master the art and science of communication. I need you to start focusing on, how do I have better buyer presentations? How do I develop my listing presentation in a way to where I'm converting at least 80% of the appointments I'm going on? My appointment setting skills, the most common buyer questions, the most common seller questions, etc. You get my point. Don't wait for times to get tough for you to start saying, well, I need to get tough. No. Work on you right now. Get tougher right now. Equip yourself with the right mindset, the right spirit, the right energy, the right commitment, the right disciplines, the right skills. Even if times get tough, you're ready for it. So look, episode 1, episode 2, and episode 3 on Recession Proof Your Real Estate Business, you need to listen to each one 2 to 3 times and not just listen to them passively. Go back and take notes on everything we talked about. after you take notes, circle all the areas that you've identified you need to work on, and then prioritize that list and get to work on it right now. And if you do that, then fear no market shift, because you are going to be A-OK. So do me a favor, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube, or if you're listening to this on a podcast, go to YouTube. We're sharing a lot of videos with you over there. If you're listening to this on whether it's Spotify, your Stitcher application, or iTunes, please leave us a 5-star rating and a positive review so we can continue to push these episodes to as many people as we possibly can. And as always, I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Top Listing Agent Show. Take care.